What is up, guys? It is DragonBlaze here, back with another discussion for today. Today is going to be probably one of because okay, I always do research, but this might be the most research that I have done. Which I mean, I don't know if this is even that much, but I mean, we're going to be talking about the managers playing in Raymond. So, as you guys know, we have Natsumi Raymond, we have Kinoaki, and we have Otanashi Haruna being the managers of Raymond. And well, I thought, okay, how would they be implemented into the series? This is also a topic that has been partially recommended by Roderick Young and also by Lux King, so thank you so much. It has been an adventure looking through all of the moments in Inazuma 11 2 at least, because what we're going to be picking, the specific season that we're going to be taking where we will insert these characters into the team, is season 2, as this is, I think, also the only season where girls could also be on the team, as all of the other competitions were just male only. So yeah, I've been watching and basically been analyzing since the first match that was being done. And yeah, let's just go over it. I have so many notes. Like, I've been writing, and there's just so much here. But let's just go over it. So basically, Natsumi, Aki, and Haruna would be joining the team, but bit by bit. So first, at least this is in my alternate universe how I would try and create it. So we have Natsumi joining after Sue is added, so she can learn Rose Splash, and then at some point she kind of could replace Sue, work with Sue. It could kind of just happen like that. Then we have Haruna joining actually as the first one to also later on learn Illusion Ball from Kido, and as well later on learning Death Zone 2. And then we have Aki joining to sort of replace actually Tachimukai, and also learning God Hand from Tachimukai / Endo, and then later on learning Mugenda Hand together with Tachimukai. We're gonna get into this, and also later on, Aki, Natsumi, and Haruna could do the earth or something. Like, we going out here. But okay, let's go. So, first, it was actually mentioned in the game that Aki also played together with Ichinose and Domo in the youth team, I think in America. So, I mean, why wasn't it here? I mean, they could have added Aki, so we're gonna add Aki in. And I mean, at this point, you can also give Domo, Ichinose, and Aki, you could make them do Tripegasus together, or maybe even the Phoenix. That would have been really cool. Then we go to Nelly, Natsumi and Haruna also joining in. You can actually scout Haruna only in the third game, but Natsumi and Aki actually join right after you beat the Dark Emperors and do some other stuff, I think. But now we have just added them in. Let's go and start from the first match that they played. Match 1 versus the Secret Service. Don't know what their name is in Japanese. They could have Haruna immediately join as a new midfielder. She can be absolutely awful. Does not matter, because you know what the deal is? We have Megane, we have Willy, so it does not matter. Hey, she can join. But it's basically that the managers join, and I'm trying to make it an actual story, but the managers join because the team just doesn't have enough members, and they could always use more members. So the managers kind of have this mentality where they're like, okay, we don't need to be on the team specifically, but we sort of want to be there as backup. So they have that in mind, you know. So the managers just join bit by bit, and Haruna is the first one. Haruna is the first one to actually join, and she can just yeah, she's just there for the first few matches. Then match 2 is versus Gemini Storm. That is actually Gemini Storm round 2, or well, the Gemini Storm round 2, where well, they can just keep Haruna in, because yeah, I mean, the other character that we just have to cover is Megane, so it doesn't matter. Also, here in the story, I want to change how Megane also works, as he is a player more. But as you look at season 3, in season 3, Megane is more of an extra character that just is there, well, to join the team, I guess, not as an actual player, but just to assist, which I want to actually immediately more so like give him that transition already, that he is, yeah, half a manager, half a player, same thing like the other girls. So basically that. And then later on in the story, he just immediately just like fully sort of gets converted to a manager, but we're gonna get into that later. So match 2 versus Gemini Storm round 2. They just well, they just have Haruna on, and she can just play. And also, if you guys don't know who the characters actually are in Japanese, well, you have Haruna, Sylvia, Natsumi, Nelly, Kinoaki, Sylvia. So yeah, there we go. Match 3, we have against Hokkaido. Just replace Megane. It does not matter. Nobody really cares about Megane. Megane does absolutely nothing. So just have Haruna there. So that's perfect for the first few matches. They kept on putting in Megane because Megane just was there as for filler. And you can just put Haruna there. How bad Haruna can be at that point, you can have her there, and then at least the manager is playing, and then she just gets more familiar with playing soccer. Yeah, also something really important. Right after the Hokkaido match, Fubuki starts joining. So Fubuki gives everyone the snowboard, well, let's say workshop more, where everyone just, or training, where everyone just starts to, well, get used to speed. And with this specific snowboarding training, the managers join in as well. I think in the anime they don't, but now they have to. And that is all part of the preparation for once the other manager starts joining in for the, well, for the fight against Alia. They are used to the speed, and they can at least keep up with that. So yeah, that's it. And then for now, you have Haruna doing also as well the snowboarding training, and then she gets used to it in the match versus Gemini Storm round 3, and then once again, goodbye Megane. And Haruna's just on the team, and then she kicks butt, and then at this point, Haruna still doesn't do too much besides just be like an okay player and just be on the team and just a manager playing. And throughout everything, right? Okay, so throughout this whole entire process of first it starts off with Haruna, and she's just playing, like she is just telling the others about, hey, like, okay, well, playing is going right and I'm actually enjoying myself. And then Aki and Natsumi are just like, dang, like, maybe I should also play. I don't know, but well, but the team is just like, so they're like all just at the start they're just all like not having too much confidence in it, but they will gain it. I tell you, they will gain. So match 5, they play against Ipsilon, round 1, and they have Otonashi join 100% to support Gokure, and well, they basically can also replace Todd. I forgot Kurimatsu. They can replace Kurimatsu. And well, oh yeah, also a fun thing which I'm going to add later on. But yeah, either at this point Kurimatsu has to go, or he needs to be benched, or he yeah, because he's injured or whatever, for Otonashi, because otherwise like Kurimatsu is like on the team, but once again he's just not doing too much. And then also we don't really have too much Otonashi anymore. Like she maybe has played like maybe 2 matches. No wait, she's already played a few matches, but I mean, what is Kurimatsu even doing in season 2? He's not doing too much. Get him out. So yeah, that's it basically. So throughout the once again, I have actually so many notes, huh? I have so many notes, but yeah, throughout this throughout this whole thing, Haruna is just playing. She's just doing a thing, and well, Kurimatsu is just kind of like whatever. Like it doesn't really matter what it is with Kurimatsu that he already has left because it's like, oh no, I just don't like it anymore, guys. Goodbye. Or he's injured, because I think at this point, Meganet was injured as well. Like I think, I think Kabiyama just fell on his toe or something, and then he got injured, whatever. So yeah. We continue. We go to match 6, which is Shin Teikoku. Shin Teikoku has, let me see, it has Somioka actually getting injured, but he stays on the field. And Meganet can't switch in because, of course, his toe still hurts. So, yeah, and this is very important because in this match, Kurimatsu actually plays. So that's why I said Kurimatsu needs to, before this match already, has to either leave, gets injured, or anything, because Haruna needs to basically just take his spot. He needs to leave. So, so he just needs to go. So that also it's not as if Kurimatsu is like somewhere on the bench and then Haruna is like switched in already, and then Somioka gets injured and then it's like, okay, well, switch in Haruna now. No, because Somioka needs to go through all of the blocking the shot with his leg and stuff, and then he like feints and stuff, and then like the whole match just like gets ended. That whole Teikoku match, the Shin Teikoku match, just kind of like ends really weird. Like the entire ship explodes and everything. Like but basically I wanted that to stay in. So yeah. And then yeah, after this, in episode 39, there is a training episode. This is basically the episode where how do I say this? This is basically the episode where everything starts to kind of like snowball with the managers. So this is what I've noted down. You got Otonashi joining Gokure and Kido as Kido, or well, okay, how can I say this better? There is this moment where Otonashi and Gokure are together and they try to create Senpujin for Gokure. Well, what I was thinking about here is, because Kido is at that moment, he is training with the others. As I was looking at the episode, I thought, okay, well, basically there was not something super important going on with Kido, that he had to be there. So we'll change the story and make it that Kido, Haruna, and Gokure are together in the training facility, and they're actually training each other. So you got Kido training Haruna how to use illusion ball so that she can finally do more stuff, because let's just say she's gone through a period of time and she's just like, oh man, like I know that I'm like on the team and I'm doing some stuff, but I kind of feel like Meganet at this point because I'm not doing too much. So then Kido is just like, okay, you know what, let me teach you illusion ball. So there we go. And then also they can also help Gokure and get him to use Senpujin. So yeah, that's basically it. Then we also have a moment where Aki and Mark have are together, and Mark Endo and Endo is he's actually doing his tire training again. So what I was thinking about is that at that point Aki's just like, you know, like I wanna try that training of yours. And then bam, like it all starts out, and then she's like throwing the tire and she's like catching it, and then it's like, oh dang, like she's actually putting in work. Like she's not flying away like I am, and she's just holding her ground, and she also wants to do this training. And then out of nowhere Aki's just like, wow, I wish maybe I just want to kind of play and, you know, do some goalkeeper stuff. I don't know, like maybe it's not that far already, but you know, then you can kind of already get like a moment where it's like, oh hey, like maybe she wants to become a goalkeeper, then maybe she can learn Goto Hando, you know, like, or the Aki Hando, you know. I don't know. But basically just introduce her to the goalkeeping, and then yeah. That's basically all. And yeah, let me see. Okay, well, and then we go to the next match, which is match 7, which is versus the Osaka girls. I don't know their names once again. And then here I actually have a note that says, okay, Todd like actually has to go. Because at this point they actually have 11 members. So oh yeah, and also one of these members is Megane. And so yeah, once again, they have 11 members exactly, and the two members that need to either go or be on the bench are Megane and Kurimatsu. So at this point, Kurimatsu gone, and Megane benched, and then we have Haruna and also Natsumi joining. So Natsumi is just, maybe even at that training episode, she's just like, dang, I also want to start putting in this work and I just want to go. But but the team needs more, I guess, more forwards or something, more shot power. So let me just try and cover for that, I guess. And then she's just joining in the girl in the team versus the Osaka girls. And basically in that match, Nelly sucks. She's absolutely horrible. She's terrible, and she is not a forward at all, but she's really trying her best and she's really trying her hardest. And then at that point, well, these other girls on the other team, after the whole thing is over, the whole match is over, the whole nonsense with with trying to get Ichinose to marry Rika and stuff. The other girls are just like noticing that Natsumi is just doing her best, but it's not really working out. And then she's just like, hey, you know what? We have this whole training facility thing, and we're just gonna train you guys and stuff. And then they focus on Natsumi at some point, and they're just like, girl, we gotta help you out though, because you're trying to be a forward, but it's not happening. And then Rika's just like, you know what? You know what you need? You need a bit of rose splash. You know, like that's what's good. So Natsumi and Rika, they start to, bond together more. Like like the Natsumi starts to learn from Rika, and that's also kind of what I want to do with these newer characters coming in. These newer characters are going to teach. They are going to start teaching more. These managers, so that they can start putting in more work. And of course, well, here we have Kido teaching Haruna, his sis, and now we have Rika teaching Natsumi how to be a forward, how to use rope splash at least. So like they're starting to put in some work. She gets like Natsumi gets training advice, that stuff. And then you have match number 8, which is against Ypsilon round 2 once again. And maybe we're probably not gonna have Natsumi on because like it's Epsilon, it's just so intense. But Otonashi joins though, because of course, like Otonashi has been playing for a while. She knows Illusion Ball and stuff, and Kirimatsu is gone. So yeah, that stuff basically. And yeah, then we also have the moment here that that Rika actually does join. So Rika actually does join the team, but her purpose just will change over time. Well, after that whole match is done. Match number 9 against Fukuoka. No Natsumi, but she starts to learn more from Rika. She's looking what Rika is doing, and she is starting to at some point just understand that she could use Rose Splash, and maybe she does the Natsumi Splash. I don't know. Like just basically, they're just these characters are just learning. Oh, and the Otonashi ball comes later on as well. No, just kidding. But or the Haruna ball instead of the illusion ball. But okay, we got after that whole stuff happens, after that match, we got basically Tachimukai later on joining in. And actually, there's something really interesting that I also wanted to note here. In the game, Fukuoka plays against, the team for Fukuoka plays against the Genesis. And everyone just kind of gets like overwhelmed and stuff. And what I was thinking about is that in this match, it could sort of be happening, kind of possible that Tachimakai gets injured. And he still later on joins Raymond, but he joins Raymond more as a advisor, I guess, to Aki, because then Aki, at that point Aki is just like, I want to be the what's it again, the replacement goalkeeper, the backup goalie. Like, I mean, like, it's never gonna happen anyways, but I just want to become the backup goalkeeper. So Tachimakai teach me, and Endo-san teach me and stuff, like, or Endo can teach me. So everything can just kind of like start to come together at that point. And yeah, then but then still Tachimakai is kind of injured, or maybe not. It really doesn't matter too much, but I guess it could be a reason to use Aki more than Tachimakai, because Tachimakai has more experience, So I mean, that's how I'm trying to justify it. And then later on, episode 45, you have the Tsunami episode. And in this episode, Tsunami joins in to start learning more about soccer. And in this match, Otonashi, Natsumi, and Aki can all just join in, because it's not a serious match, so they can just all join in, and Aki can start to learning more about how to be a goalkeeper. Natsumi can maybe use Rose Splash, the Natsumi Splash, and then you can also have Haruna just doing her thing. She has already been on the team for a while, so yeah, that stuff. At least the managers are now all on the field, playing in one match. After that, you have match 10, Merry Times. I don't know the name in Japanese. And here they start to use Tachimakai as a midfielder, and this is where I'm just saying, take him out. Otonashi it is. Every single match where Tachimakai is a midfielder, it's basically just Otonashi right there. Then you also have Megane as a forward in that match. Yeet. We got Natsumi there now. In this match we could, or maybe even in the previous match, you could have Natsumi and Toko, or Natsumi and Rika use Butterfly Dream, so Natsumi also even gets a co-op shot, like that type of stuff. Like, I'm trying my hardest here to implement them. So after that, match 11, you have versus Ypsilon Kai. And basically Tachimakai once again gone. We can't have him as a midfielder. We can't have it. We got Otonashi, and then also Natsumi for Rika once again. And because maybe Rika gets injured, like literally the way how you can implement these characters is either you just have to kind of injure the others, and it's just kind of justified with that, because that's kind of like how a lot of stuff happens in the season anyways. Like, characters just get injured, then they get replaced or not, but yeah. And but at some point the gaps get filled in. So that's basically just how that goes with Epsilon Kai. Then we just move on to match 12, which is against Diamondo Dasto. And the Rika's still injured, nobody cares, and maybe she becomes like some sort of a groupie character-ish, or just for mental support for the girls, I guess. She's just, like, maybe we could do that at some point, like, Rika also gets injured and she's just like, oh well, I guess I got nothing to do, and then she's just like, yeah, but these girls, like, girl power, like, we just gotta stick together and we gotta help each other. And then she becomes like a mental support coach-ish thing for all of the girls in the team, and then especially for Natsumi. So maybe that's something that you can throw in. Like, I'm trying my hardest here. Then we got once again actually Alfredi joining in as well. Well, he can join if he wants to. And then after this game, you got because in a Diamond Dust match you have, of course, Endo figuring out sort of how to use Megaton Head. He did it on accident. And then after that, you have him becoming a libero, and then who is taking the goal? And it's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, we have Aki. Aki wanted to be a goalkeeper, right? And then she's just like, oh my god, wait. Oh, I did not know that this day would ever happen. And then Tachimakai is just well, teaching her how to use God and whatever, and then Endo as well. And then Endo at some point is just like, yeah, but you know what, Aki, you should learn Mugen the Hand. And then bam, like Aki started learning Mugen the Hand and stuff, and just becoming really cool. And she's becoming well, more of a goalkeeper, and she's getting her power. I'm also basing this on the stuff that is that is already available in the games, because in the games Aki can use God and Mugen the Hand. She also gets Segi no Teken, but I think that's a bit too much. Well, Natsumi also gets Rose Splash as in the games. And then the same thing goes for Haruna, where she gets Illusion Ball also in the game. So I'm also trying to a little bit base it off of that so that it sort of makes sense. Yeah, then we have once again Tachimukai saying, "Oh well, but I see the potential in Aki-san," and well, he's just helping her as he's still injured ? And then they just train her. In the match with Teikoku, match 30, we just have yeah, maybe Otonashi instead of Domo. Trying to figure out how to use Death Zone 2. So instead of Kiro, Domo, and Endo, we have Kiro, Endo, and Haruna. Otonashi. We have these three just doing Death Zone 2. And Death Zone, by the way, because they actually did Death Zone and then Death Zone 2. They just evolved it. So yeah, that's basically. Yeah, for that match, we could also have Genda be replaced, I guess. Or no, wait, actually not have Genda replaced. We just have Genda on the team of Teikoku, and then we have Aki on the team of Raymond as a goalkeeper, and then Tachimukai is just there screaming inspiration at her, and as she's trying to figure out how to use Mugen the Hand and stuff. So yeah, continuing. So we have match 14 versus Chaos, and in this match, well, there are just so many characters. You know what the thing here is with this match? We have Aphrodite playing, we have Gohenji playing, all of these good defenders and everything. So actually at this point we can only have Aki as the goalkeeper. That's it. And then in this match she can figure out how to use Mugen's handle, and then she's just done. That's kind of like all she's doing, and the rest is just on the bench. And then in match 15 versus Za Genesis, we have once again we have Tachimukai screaming inspiration at Aki from the sidelines, so that she's just figuring out, oh, wait a minute, but my move is the ultimate moves, they're not ever complete, so I can keep evolving. Oh my god! And then she's just evolves her Mugen the Hands grade 2, 3, 4 continuously, like Tachimukai did. And then you also have Natsumi replacing Rika for the first half, because in the second half later on, Rika actually in the anime got replaced by Fubuki, and then Fubuki starts to do his whole personality coming together thing. And then also this is something new, because the ending just kind of gets changed here. We have Domo and Ichinose actually getting replaced by Otonashi and Fubuki. No wait, by Otonashi and Natsumi. So that no wait, there's actually you have Natsumi replacing Rika, and then we have Domo getting switched out for Otonashi, and then you also have Ichinose getting replaced by Fubuki. So now you have all the three managers and Fubuki, so that the whole transformation thing can happen. And yeah, then at some point, because I think somewhere at the Fukuoka part, they're trying, at least in game, they're trying to figure out how to use the Earth. In the anime, it was literally right before the Genesis match that Endo was just like, hey, the Earth exists, and then it just did it. But they could also just do it that already at Fukuoka, they were just all trying to figure out how to use the Earth, and then I guess the girls could have picked it up, the managers, and then in the match versus Genesis, the managers are just like, okay guys, let's just all come together, let's get it, let's go, the Earth, that Earth, and then they just win. But yeah. But it doesn't have to be that way, of course, but that's just my speculation. And oh yeah, then we also have the Dark Emperors, but that match doesn't really matter too much because the outcome just didn't matter at all. So yeah. At some point it's just Mark evolving all of his god ends and just waiting. So yeah, that's kind of all that I wanted to do, or that I thought of with the managers. This video is really long, yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys kind of enjoyed that rant and how I would implement the managers into the season. Yeah, that's it. I want to know what you guys actually think and what you guys, well, first off, think about my theory on how to implement them, and then also how you guys would implement them, because this is just like one version. This is just my way of how they could have been implemented, and yeah, that's kind of it. It was really fun though to try and come up with this all. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Put down in the comments below what you thought, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.